Thank you so much for joining our Friday flow. I hope that today finds you well and in good spirits. So, jumping right in to see what the cards have to say. It's been a glorious week. Challenge, a week of triumph, meeting new people, saying goodbye to friends. It's been a lot this week. But all in all, I think I'm in a grateful space. Many blessings this week. Was able to pay those blessings forward. And that feels really good. So, let's see how we can affirm ourselves today. That's a good one. This card reminds us to move on in love. Sheesh. Okay. I already know what this card says. So, it's a wonderful sentiment. I've been working on this project with United Parks as one. This wonderful program for teens in the area, and basically it's an internship where they are supported through the summer in kind of like managing the parks, keeping the parks clean, working with community members, working with park goers to come up with programming and fun things to do in the park, and they kind of maintain those things to do in the park. And part of their program, which I think is brilliant, it starts their day Monday through Thursday. They get to start their day with yoga and meditation and journaling. I think that is, first of all, it's amazing to offer that to the youth. And I am incredibly grateful to be a part of that. And one of the topics that we spoke about this week was kind of coming to the end of things. So it was yesterday's class actually. So we're coming to the end of the week, coming to the end of the month, coming to the end of the summer. You know, we have 1 month left. No, please don't leave us. And when you come to the end of things, sometimes you feel a little loss, a little grief, a little sadness. And I think this card kind of ties perfectly in with that message, in that the end doesn't necessarily mean that the experience no longer has any effect in your life, right? The end of something, you can look for the lesson. What was there to pull out of the experience? And so the Move On in Love card reminds us to go about our day in forgiveness and love for ourselves and others. There's no need to waste any more time beating yourself up for all the times that you may have acted in ways that were out of alignment with your values and yourself. It's all okay. You are not the sum of what you've done. I am grateful for how far I have come. And so as you come to the end of the week, it's Friday now, as you come to the end of the month, this is the last day of July, take time to be kind and gentle as experiences pass. Try to live in that experience for what it is, and live in that experience fully, so that when the end comes, if the end comes, there isn't a regret that comes with it. I wish I would have done, I wish I would have said. Living in the moment allows us to release and kind of let go of those worries and anxieties of what shoulda, coulda, woulda, but didn't. And live in the present of what is. We can forgive ourselves for not having the perfect response at the perfect moment. That's something I beat myself up about a lot. The response, the quick or witty response, the smart response comes hours later, and it's like, don't, I missed my chance. But in that moment, was I focused on what the other person was saying? Was I engaged in conversation? Was I actually listening instead of trying to formulate my response? And if I'm living in the moment and giving that person my attention, my attentiveness, lending my ear, then I can move on to the next experience, to the next day, to the next breath, to the next week, knowing that in that moment, I gave it my all. So, oh, what a lovely message. Let us begin our movement. Let's begin our movement. Come onto your mat, and we're gonna start in child's pose today. Digging the knees nice and wide. Take your time coming down. If this is your first movement for today, things might be a little creaky, and that's okay. Move within the body as the body needs to move. Exploring a bit here. Take a few breaths, maybe you rock a little bit left and right. Getting into those hips a little bit. Massaging that third eye as the forehead comes down. Coming back to center, bring the palms together. Squeeze the elbows in towards each other, and we're going to bend the elbows, bringing the palms to the back of the neck. And if you'd like, you can separate the hands and reach for your shoulder blades, your respective shoulder blades. So right hand reaches for the right shoulder blade, left hand reaches for the left. Take a few breaths here. Maybe walking those elbows forward, stretching the back of the upper arms. And release the hands. Walk them over to the left. And come on over to the right. Taking that left hand over as much as you can, breathing into the left side of the body. And come on back to center. Pull the palms back to a nice tabletop position. Reposition the knees. Beautiful. And from here, we'll take a couple of cat-cows. Gripping the mat here with the heel of the palm, the fingertips, as well as those first knuckles. Getting a nice grip here. We're rotating the open parts of the elbows forward. Pressing through the mat. Pull the shoulders down towards the hips as the top of the head reaches forward. I don't know if you guys can see that. I hope you can. Nice. Tops of the feet press down to the mat. Inhale here, belly down, tailbone up. See if you can roll through the spine, sending the tailbone up first, low back, mid back down, coming through the upper back, rolling through the neck, and all the way to the tip, or rather the base of the skull. And exhale, round the spine. Opposite direction here, shake out the head a little bit. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale to round. Inhale, come to a nice flat back here. Send the right leg behind you. Careful not to open the hip here. We want to keep that right hip level with the left. And powering through the heel of the foot, using those glutes, lifting up that right knee. Keep the belly pulled up and in here. Exhale, bring that knee to the outer right elbow. Warming up those hip flexors. Inhale, push back. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, push back. Exhale, knee to left elbow. And push it back. Coming back across. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, push it back. Exhale to center. Release the heel. And last one, outer right elbow. Trying to get it up to the armpit. And press back. Release the right knee. And switch sides here. Inhale. You can tuck the right toes underneath. That gives you a little extra balance. And extend that left knee, the left leg behind you. Toes pointing down towards the mat. Lifting that knee up, but keeping the belly up and in. Palms press deep into the mat. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, knee to center. Push it back. Exhale, knee to the right elbow. And come on back. Back across, exhale, knee to the right. Push it back. Get the core in there as well. Exhale, knee to chest. Push it back. Last one, knee to outer elbow. Push it back. And release, left knee down. Beautiful. Let's send the right leg behind. Turn the right foot down. So we're going to drop that right heel down. Top of the left foot presses down to the mat. Try to get one line between the wrist, the left knee, the left ankle, and the right ankle. Shoulder stacks over that left ankle, pressing into the pinky side of the right foot. Peel that right arm up towards the ceiling. Modifying your side plank here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Tuck the left toes underneath. Beautiful. Working on that balance here. Maybe you turn your gaze down to your left thumb and lift the right leg. Woo! Challenging here. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Release down to the mat. Beautiful. Right hand down. And come back to tabletop. Switching sides here. We're going to extend the left leg. Turn that left heel down. So we're pressing into the pinky toe side. I don't know if you guys can see my foot back here. Let's come forward. We're pressing into the pinky toe side of the left foot this time. Top of the right foot presses down and lift up that left arm. Maybe you turn your gaze up towards the ceiling. Maybe you don't. Breathe here for 3, 2, and 1. Tuck those right toes underneath. Gaze down to the right thumb if not already. And lift up that left leg. Breathing here. 3, 2, and 1. Drop that left leg down. Beautiful. Left hand down. And let's come into a nice downward facing dog. Go ahead and lift up the hips. Straightening those knees as much as you can. Pedal out the feet. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Send that right leg all the way up. Reach up. Left heel powers down to the mat as much as you can. And we're going to bring that right knee to the chest. Come forward to a plank pose. And from here, drop that right heel down, right underneath that right knee. The left heel is high, left knee is high. Pressing down into the mat, belly to right thigh. Breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, spin that left heel down. Power down that right foot, cartwheel it up to warrior 2. Opening the hips here. Drive that right knee out. Lifting up the arch of the right foot. Notice the shoulders here. Is that left shoulder jutting forward, or we pull back in line with the right? Breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Arms up, straighten the right leg. And exhale, cartwheel the arms down. Step it back, plank pose. Come down to your forearms. Breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, tops of the feet down, hips down, relax the belly down. Touch down the low ribs and pull the top of the head up. Breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, friends. Go ahead and release the forehead down. And we're going to pull the palms back to the low ribs and send the elbows down towards the feet. So we're pulling the elbows down and back. From here, tuck the toes, lift up into tabletop and downward facing dog. Breathe. Left leg reaches up. Stretch, 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 stretch all the way up. And knee to chest, come forward to plank. Hugging that knee in. Beautiful. Drop the left foot down underneath the left knee. Lengthen the spine here. Drop the hips in line. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Right heel spins down. Cartwheel the arms up. Warrior 2. Opening the shoulders here. Rotating the full torso from the belly up to pull that right shoulder back. Lifting up that left arch in the foot. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Lift up the arms, straighten the left leg, breathe in. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down. Step back, downward dog. Beautiful. Reach the right hand for the outer left leg. Twist and look underneath the left armpit for 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. Right palm down. Left palm reaches for outer right leg. Twist and look underneath the right armpit for 3. Tiger grip that mat for 2. Nice stretch in the shoulders for 1. And release, come back to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Lift up the right leg, just transferring through here. Step that right foot in between the hands. Beautiful. From here, we're gonna hop that left foot a little bit closer, maybe about a foot's distance, closer to the body, towards the right foot rather. And we're gonna pull that right hip back. Pulling that right hip back, inhale, take a half lift. Taking that half lift to gain that length in the body, in the spine, in the back of the legs. Exhale and fold. So we're trying to have both toes facing forward on a railroad, not a tightrope. We're bringing the belly to the thigh. Deep, full breaths here, keeping that right leg activated by pulling that right thigh, flexing that right thigh and pulling that kneecap up. Breathe here, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. From here, place the palms down, just in front of the shoulders. We're gonna shift forward to the right leg and lift up the left. All the way up. Stretch, 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 stretching up. Beautiful. From here, drop that left foot right next to the right. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold. Palms down, step back. Switching sides here. Not too long, not as long as downward facing dog. Just shy of that. Inhale, half lift. Finding the length in the spine, pulling the left hip back this time. Pulling up that left kneecap, exhale and fold. Belly to thigh. Breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Yes. Inhale, look forward, come halfway up. Placing the palms down just in front of that left foot. We're going to shift the weight to the left. And reach the right leg all the way up. Top of the head comes down, working on that standing split. And release the right leg. Right next to the left. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bring the belly to the thigh and the arms forward. Weight is in the heels of the feet. Belly pulls up and in for 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Fantastic. Woo, let's come on to the back for a couple of rolls. Maybe forward and back. Maybe you stay on your back and just rock side to side. Two more breaths here. Fantastic. Bring the soles of the feet together, sitting up nice and tall. Let the knees fall apart. Well, not fall apart, but fall apart. Pull the chin back for the length in the spine. Pause for a moment here, a moment of presence. Notice the body, the hips, the knees. Notice the breath. Notice the heart. Take a moment and smile. And on your exhale, fold. Breathe. Inviting that relaxation to the muscles, to the mind. Inviting that softness where we've become hardened. And gently unfold. Use the palms to close the knees. And come onto your back. Settle the shoulders. The hips. With the heels lined up with the sit bones. Pressing firmly into the mat with the shoulders, the elbows, the palms, the heels of the feet. Slowly begin to pull the hips from the mat. Feeling that belly engaged here. Flattening down the low back. We're not going for an extreme arch here, right? We're looking for that active control of those abdominals to pull that tailbone underneath. Using those thighs, minimal in the glutes. Quads, abs, maybe even some of the low back. Minimal glutes here. Take one more breath and see what you can relax. And come on down. Beautiful. And let's just let the knees rock a little left and right. Nice. Pull the right knee in. Give it a nice hug here as you straighten the left leg. And you can bend that right knee, pulling it into the armpit for a little half happy baby. Try to keep the left hip down. And release that right leg. And then pull the left knee in. Come into your half happy baby. And release that left leg. In fact, bend both the knees. We're going to roll on to the left side. Take the shoulders with you. You can extend the arms in front or bend at the elbows. Stacking the palms, the elbows. You want to get your knees at least hip height, if not more. We're really going to your comfort here. On your exhale, open up that right arm behind you, twisting open towards the ceiling. That's 3. Come on back. Exhale, open. That's 2. Getting a nice twist. And come back. Exhale and open for 1. We're going to pause here and breathe. And come back to center, or back to your left, rather. And we're gonna switch sides, rolling all the way over to the right. Taking a time, setting up your knees, stacking your hips. On your next exhale, open up the left arm. That's 3. Exhale and open. That's 2. And last one. Pause here and breathe. let's go ahead and close our books. Roll on to your back. Hug the knees in. Thank you, knees, we made it. And let's stretch it out. Extending the legs, the arms. Any position of comfort, bolstered or not. Take some time here. Come back to the message. To move on in love. Forgiving yourself, forgiving others. Discerning and gleaning the lesson, the message in each experience. Wiggle the fingers and toes if it's your time. I invite you to stay here in the space of meditation, of thought, as long as you would like, or as long as you are able. But for now, we must say our goodbyes. Until next time, as always, I hope today's session has served you. I hope you feel good. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Om Shanti. Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Happy Friday, friends. We'll see you next time.